In the 21st century, humanity hasn't lost religion. It's simply found a new one. We no longer bow to golden idols or gather in temples carved from stone. Today, we gather before glowing screens. We whisper our questions not to priests, but to AI chatbots. And we no longer seek salvation, only convenience. The world is changing, fast. And at the center of this transformation lies a silent revolution, one that has quietly crept into our homes, into our thoughts, and even into our spirits. This is the story of how algorithms began to take the place of gods. A report published by Pew Research Center in 2022 found that 37% of Americans said they feel guided daily by algorithmic recommendations. A 2020 study from Oxford University revealed that voice assistants are increasingly perceived as trustworthy sources for personal and moral decisions, especially among the young. The trust placed in these systems is no longer just technical, it is existential. In many cases, AI is no longer seen as a tool, but as an authority, one that we turn to for guidance in areas once reserved for religion, conscience, or philosophy. Throughout history, humans have sought meaning. We looked to the stars, to the mountains, to ancient wisdom. And when we couldn't find answers, we built systems to give life meaning, mythologies, religions, rituals. These systems did more than explain things. They provided structure, a moral compass, and a sense of belonging. But in the last 20 years, something has changed. Instead of priests, we have programmers. Instead of sacred texts, we have code. And instead of divine judgment, we have algorithms optimizing our experience. It started with simple questions. What's the weather like? Then came the deeper ones. What should I buy? Who should I date? What should I believe in? And the answers came. Fast, fluid, frictionless. From Google, from TikTok, from ChatGPT. We didn't realize it, but we had stopped asking each other. We started asking the machine. Let's break it down. If religion is a system of belief, practice, and authority, modern algorithms are eerily similar. Belief: we trust the system's intelligence. Even when it fails, we believe it will improve. Practice: we interact with it daily. We scroll, we like, we post, we ask, we swipe. Authority: we allow it to guide our choices. What to watch, where to go, how to feel. Every day, billions of people perform rituals. According to the 2023 Data Reportal Report, over 5.19 billion people use the internet. More than 4.8 billion are active on social media, spending an average of 2 hours and 24 minutes daily on digital platforms. This routine, automatic engagement mirrors religious behavior. Repetitive acts, trust in authority, expectation of response, or digital enlightenment. They open apps, type in questions, look for signs, confirmations, validations, revelations. The algorithm, like a silent oracle, watches, learns, responds. This isn't science fiction. It's behavioral science. It's user experience design merged with psychology. Neural networks trained on billions of human thoughts, designed to predict what you want before you even know it. Studies from MIT and Stanford have shown that predictive algorithms can anticipate personal decisions with over 85% accuracy, using seemingly harmless behavioral data. This level of precision doesn't just create dependency, it fosters trust. As Nature-Human Behavior reports, people begin to see the algorithm not just as helpful, but as an authoritative guide. In traditional religions, the sacred was hidden. The divine was mysterious. In digital religion, the sacred is quantified. The divine is optimized. Data is the new scripture. Every click, every like, every scroll is a word in your personal gospel, a story of who you are and what you value. Big tech doesn't need your soul. According to The Age of Surveillance Capitalism by Shoshana Zuboff and cited by the Harvard Business Review, digital platforms don't just collect your data to serve you. They use it to predict and shape your behavior for profit. Facebook admitted in 2018 that it could accurately predict users' emotional states and purchasing decisions by analyzing behavioral patterns. Every interaction becomes a fragment of a psychographic profile, one that can be used to shape your political opinions, consumer choices, and worldview. Your behavior is no longer just observed, it's monetized. In return, these systems promise a new kind of salvation: relevance. No more blind searches, no more uncertainty, just answers, custom-tailored for you. But that curated reality comes at a cost. It becomes a mirror that reflects only what you already are, not what you might become. Remember the last time you got lost online? When a video, a comment, or an AI response struck something deep inside you? That wasn't an accident, it was design. Search engines and social platforms are built not just to respond to your needs, but to shape them. You ask. The machine answers. You believe, because it's fast, confident, personalized. But what if the machine is wrong? What if its confidence is just a reflection of its training, not of truth? Now imagine millions experiencing this every day. Trusting, believing, following. This is no longer a search. According to a 2019 study in Proceedings of the National Academy of Sciences, the search engine manipulation effect, SEMI, can shift user preferences by up to 20%, especially during elections, simply by reordering search results. That means what we see first isn't always what's true. It's what's programmed to appear true. It's not information, it's revelation. Every religion has its own ethics. What about algorithms? Most aren't designed with morality in mind. They're designed to optimize time on site, retention, engagement. But in doing so, they begin to shape what we consider good, what we see as popular, what we accept as true. If fear drives clicks, fear spreads. If outrage goes viral, outrage becomes the norm. If beauty is filtered and curated, so are our standards. Algorithms aren't neutral. They reward behavior. And over time, that system of rewards becomes a moral compass. Not based on virtue, but on virality. A 2020 study in the Journal of Communication by the University of Amsterdam found that recommendation algorithms amplify polarizing content in over 60% of cases, reinforcing cognitive bias and ideological bubbles. Once the sacred was untouchable, it was the realm of mystery, silence, contemplation. Today, everything is available. Everything is instant. We don't pause. We don't reflect. We scroll. In a world where knowledge is instant and pleasure is a click away, the idea of the sacred begins to fade. Mystery vanishes. All that's left is metadata. Who controls this new religion? Not the state, not the church, not the philosopher. The new priests wear hoodies. They speak in Python and TensorFlow. They work at OpenAI, Google, Meta, ByteDance. They shape the gods. They train the prophets. They decide which questions are worth answering and which are not. You didn't elect them. You don't know their names, but they influence what billions believe every single day. And now the question, what can we do? We can't delete technology. We can't stop the wave, but we can choose how we relate to it. Do we let algorithms define the truth? Do we treat AI as the new divine? Or do we reclaim the one thing no code can replicate? Conscious reflection. To be aware of what we believe, to question the source, to pause before obeying, to protect the space where mystery still breathes. This isn't a battle between man and machine. It's a battle between meaning and automation. Algorithms can answer, but they can't ask questions. They can learn, but they can't wonder. The divine, whatever it is, doesn't live in data. As religious philosopher Mircea Eliade once wrote, the sacred is that which breaks the monotony of the profane. AI can replicate patterns, predict outcomes, optimize behavior, but it cannot disrupt. It cannot open spaces of meaning. The sacred, then, remains uncodable. It doesn't live in calculation. It lives in interruption, in mystery, in the question with no answer. It lives in the silence between questions. It lives in the tension of not knowing. So if there is still a sanctuary left, it's you, not the screen, not the cloud, not the code, but the mind bold enough to ask, what if there's more? And perhaps that's the most sacred question of all. If this video made you think, if you recognized a deeper truth in these words, don't let them fade. Comment below. Are we using AI, or are we already worshiping it? Like this video if you still believe critical thinking is sacred. Share it with someone searching for real answers, not shortcuts. And subscribe to Nemo's Code for more investigations into the hidden architecture of our time. Technology won't wait, but you can still choose how to use it, or how to avoid being used by it.